Welcome back to my channel. My name is Bricia. If you're new, make sure to subscribe and turn on your notifications as well to know when I'm posting and stuff. If you're not new, hi my rubies. So today, first of all, excuse my nose. I tried to highlight my nose, but the brush I used to highlight was an eyeshadow brush. I got the brushes mixed up, and then I just bronzed the shit out of I have eyeshadow on my nose. I tried to powder it away, and this is the best I can do. And I was like, I'm not gonna take off my whole, because you guys already know once you fuck it up, you have to take the whole shit off, and I'm like, I'm not doing that. So if my nose looks tan today, whatever. But based off the title, I wanted to talk about this subject. I know that a lot of people aren't comfortable talking about like mental illness, depression, anxiety, etc. I could see why. I feel like people could easily try to judge you based off like what you've been through, or I don't know, just if your mind is just different. I feel like people could just be like, oh, like you're fucking stupid, or you're emo, or you're just like a sad bitch. Like, I don't know, people could just say mean things, and it's a touchy subject to talk about but I know like a lot of people I feel like experience this, yet they don't talk about it. And I'm not like, I don't know like the definition of like mental illness or like depression, but I just wanted to share something that I went through. I mean, I'm not here to say like, oh, I'm fixed, like I'm all good now, like I'm all jolly. Like I'm not like there's some days where I'm like genuinely I'm good, and like I'll even say it on my videos. Like I notice that sometimes where I'm like, oh, I feel good today, I feel happy, and it's like, to me, it's like I'm so proud of myself, because I'm like, it took me a long way mentally to get to this point where I could say I feel good, and it's genuine. Like but but I also know that there's days where I'm not, like, I just feel like I'm in a funk. Like how when I made my painting video, like that week I was in a funk. Like it was that week. It wasn't a day, but there's times, what I'm getting at is that there's times where or days where you're not going to feel your best. And everyone battles their own demons. Like everyone has different situations on why they feel down, or things like that. So I wanted to share, I wanted to talk more about it. But I'm going to spark this up. It's raining outside, which is really good. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. Today I'm going to go do pottery. It really makes me happy when I'm creating stuff, and I just want to spend the day alone today. And sometimes I feel like that's good, that's healthy. So I wanted to do pottery. I've been really excited about it because Seth Rogen, he does a lot of pottery, and I actually got inspired by him. So I want to make an ashtray. So I think that would be really cool. But I remember, I don't know if you guys remember, but there's this one time where I was like, oh, in 2017, there's something that was traumatic to me. And in 2017, my mom passed, and like I know that if someone were like to tell me like someone was sick, or it was a car accident, like I know I'm a strong girl. Like I can handle if it was like that. I could take that. But the way my mom passing was a homicide. It was named a homicide. Things that went along to that case, it traumatized me. Like it was such a traumatic experience to me that I remember months after that happened, well, after I found out, like I remember my mind, like I remember being in the moment. I remember like I just felt gone. Like I felt like I had an out-of-body experience. Like I was so mentally out of it because I found out what happened, that the next few months I felt like, I was present, but my mind was gone. Like I've never been like that. Like I've been through things in life, but I've never been like that. And it got to the point where like every day I would start convincing myself, why I should keep going. Like, and sometimes the reasons that I was giving myself weren't enough anymore. And there were reasons that should really matter. And I remember, like, I started getting really, really scared of my thoughts and just the path I was going down, because I felt like my mind was slipping. I never experienced myself like that. I felt like I couldn't even control it anymore, like my thoughts, and I just started getting really, really scared. And I remember one time, like, there was like an incident that happened. Like, I'm not gonna explain it, but it was an incident that it just made me snap. Like, I promised myself, like, the rest of my days on, like, this earth, like, we only have one, like, it's now or never, guys. Like, we have one life. And you may look at this and be like, you're so dramatic, or I don't know what, like, but I just looked at it like, we have one life. And that made me like break up with my 8-year relationship. I didn't want to look back in life and say, I wasn't happy. Like, if I passed away tomorrow, or like if that was it, I would like to say I spent the rest of my days authentic and I was genuinely happy. I was at this job I hate, etc. Like, whatever. Like, so I promised myself after that, like, I would spend the rest of my days, like, I would try my best to be happy. And I will try in the dreams, because before I had so many dreams but I would never do. Now I feel like everything I've been wanting to do, I am doing now. And I just really do treat life like life is too short. Now I do, after that experience for me, like, but there is days where, you do have there's days for me where I'll think back on, the situation. And when you do have your days where you're not, your happiest or your best, or you feel down, or you just feel like not motivated, what I do is I meditate. I try to remind myself about the important things in life and what I do have now, and that, I just looked at it like, if that happened to me, what happened to my mom, and my daughter was here, I would hope that she would find it in her to still love life and to still keep going and to follow her dreams. I wouldn't want the event that happened to me to make her sad or take her spirit away. Or that's the way I looked at it. Like, I was like, my perspective and mindset in life is very different now. I'm even different now. Like, the woman I am is different now. But I don't know, like, maybe this story was a little bit of everywhere. The point is that I just wanted to let you guys know that if you're down, it's okay, but don't stay like that. Don't let whatever happened to you in life take your spirit away. That's what I tell myself. I'm like, I'm gonna keep going. But it is, you do have your days, and that's okay. I'm not gonna be sit here and say, like, I'm perfect, like, I'm happy now, like, happy. Like, I'm not unhappy, but there's days where you do reflect on things that get you upset. I think if you meditate and kind of like regroup yourself, I feel like that's healthy. Pretty much don't give up on yourself. And I feel like it took me a long way to get here. Like, every year since then, my goal was to be the best me emotionally, physically, mentally, mostly mentally. I wanted to heal myself mentally, because mentally I felt like I was just gone. So that's why I do feel like I came a long way. When I was little, every time things would happen to me, I would metaphorically put it as like me driving on a road and there's like speed bumps. My mom getting deported, speed bump. Me living with a random family, speed bump. Me having to go to different schools, like, speed bump. But then what happened to my mom, like, I felt like I just broke down. Like, my car just broke down. And I didn't think it could keep going. But the fact that it kept going after that, you just feel like you feel like a fucking warrior. Like, something similar along to that. Like, I don't know how to explain it. You feel different. Honestly, it made me feel fearless about, like, I know I said I get anxiety about things, like, sometimes, because I'm, like, new things are coming to me. Overall, though, like, I feel like it made me fearless, fearless to do whatever I want. Like, it almost made me feel like this world is mine. Like, I know it sounds silly, but it does. Like, it does. But I just really wanted to touch base on that. Like depression, like, obviously when I was going through all that, I would say I was depressed. I mean, I would say I was depressed. And, you know, I know there's people, like, going through that, like, depression, like, mental illness, or they're just not happy. So I wanted to talk about it. I mean, I hope that if you see this, you feel a little bit better. I know I'm not, like, the best at explaining things, but, you know, I know what it's like to feel down, or to feel really, really sad, or to almost feel like you want to give up on yourself. But that's the important thing. Like, you never give up on yourself. Obviously, I feel like there's evil in this world, and I feel like it just wants people to be alive but not really living. Like, there's so many people that I met that are just, like, soulless. They're just so unhappy, and I just feel like you should never let whatever bad happen to you in life, like, take your spirit, you know, keep going, use it as fuel. Like, most importantly, sometimes people aren't gonna reach out and be like, hey, are you good, are you okay? Sometimes people just don't give a fuck about you, and that was me. There's not people that are gonna, well, I felt like that. Like, there's people that are not gonna reach out and take you out of that depression or whatever. Sometimes you have to be your own hero. And as hard as, sometimes it's hard to not even believe in yourself when you're that in a state of mind. But I just think overall, like, don't ever give up on yourself. Be your own hero sometimes and keep going, and, you know, use it as, I don't know, just keep going. Because there's bigger things in life that matter. If there's bigger shit that could be happening to you, and you're whatever you're stressed about, it could be worse. Like, it really could. You know, be thankful that that's your stress right now. Like, something so minor, whatever it is. Like, I don't know. I don't mean to sound mean, or I'm just tough love, guys. You know, you can always reach out, DM me, and talk to me. I always reply to my DMs. If they're not fucking weird, you know. But, you know, I'll listen, and I'll respond, and I'll give you my honest opinion. But yeah. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna go make some pottery right now. I don't know if that was a lot for you guys. But if you know me, I'm such an open book. I'm so comfortable, like, about talking about how I feel, etc. Because I'm not gonna bullshit. Like, we all feel like that sometimes. Like, we all feel a way sometimes, you know? So I'm just more open about it. Like, I'm not scared. This is the place I'm going to. I just got my coconut latte. It's alright. But, yeah. So she said to pick one out and paint it. This one looks like it could be an ashtray. The bottom of it to red. She said it turns red eventually, but it looks like a hot pink to me. But this is it. It says red blaze, so hopefully it turns red. So I'm gonna add red all around now. I just want to. I hope it turns red. I'm trying to turn it into like an ombre. Like, it eventually turns to black. Like, it's gonna start red and then it turns to black. Even if it's like maroon, that's fine. I just want it red. Anyway, so I was thinking like after this, I really just want to chill today, like this weather, like obviously like I'm already out, so I'm good, I'm done for the day. But I just kind of wanted to, go to Zia Records. I've been saying I want to go to Zia Records and I feel like I haven't. But I want to go to Zia Records and get 2 movies. Specifically, this one called Geisha. It's pretty much like, if you guys don't know what a geisha is, it's like when they, I really should educate myself when I talk about it. It's such a good film though, like they prep them to like wear this makeup and like the way they wear their makeup is different. They have like beliefs behind it. Anyways, along her journey, like stuff happens. It's such a good film. I haven't seen it in years, but I want to go pick it up.
The white and black would be better.
So far, I'm liking it. I think I need to put more red. The other movie I want to get is We Own the Night. That movie is, oh wait, I keep calling myself dirty. Whatever. It's called We Own the Night. It's such a good movie though. Joaquin Phoenix is in it. I'm such a fan of his. Like I just think he's such a good actor. But even before he played Joker, like I've always been a fan of him. But he has this movie. Well, there's this movie he's in. It's called We Own the Night. Mark Wahlberg is in it as well. But I think it's such a good movie. It's pretty much like about the brother is a cop. The brother and the dad is a cop, and then the other brother owns a nightclub. But like some shady stuff's going on in his nightclub, so the dad is trying to convince them to like set up the guy who's doing stuff. Anyways, it's a really, really good film, so I really want to watch both of those movies and kind of just order food and chill.
I would say if you want permission to do that, I will need to text me something.
This takes a while. So this is how it looks so far. Oh, this part's still wet. But I'm pretty much going to start adding the black on here on the top. I kind of wanted it to slant, so I did like this. I don't know, I just wanted it to slant. But this is how it looks so far. It kind of turned into a pink. I mean, to me it doesn't look red. I wanted it like a really fiery red. So I'm just going to start painting the top black. That took a while to do that, but honestly, like, this is pretty fun. I think I'm just going to do the top.
What did she do for a living?
I was gonna draw I was gonna do like a face over it. You'll see.
She's in New York doing it. Oh, okay. In my office, we have somebody that does that.
Because I want to draw a face over it, but I don't know if I draw white over black, if that will mix in a way, like a bad way. So I don't know if I should just leave like a blank space open to do the face. I don't know.
Yes. Lord. I've only done the end of it because I'm nervous. So I'm wanting to do something like
I think I'm gonna leave this open, this part open for the face that I want to do. Like half of it. I don't know, I'll just leave it open for now. I'm just gonna do the top black. So I added the green on the top of the vase because I feel like you can see the white and it just looks weird. So I'm like painting kind of inside of it. So I don't know, it just looks better like that. Why I feel like, because it matches the bottom of the vase. Yeah, I would say this was a really fun experience. I think
I did a play for my
it's kind of relaxing in a way. Like, as I was painting, I was thinking of things, but I was like really trying to like, I don't know, like make sure it came out pretty or decent. I hope you guys like it. Let me know your thoughts on what you think of my little vase.
I love it. You're working away over there. Yeah. Oh my goodness, so good. Hey, George, you want to write your stuff? I was watching you. I'm like, what are you doing? But you were watching. I love it.
So yeah, I'm pretty much done. I'll show you guys right now. I'm just gonna clean up my mess.
You have to take those back.
It is literally the opposite of what I had in my freaking head. But you know what? It still came out decent. This is how it looks. This is how it looks. Let me turn this down. So this is how it looks. That's the bottom. I put some green on top. Yeah, it's pretty much the final look. But yeah, guys, pretty much. I think it's pretty cute. I like it.
I think what happened.
Okay. Hi guys, so I'm about to watch a movie. I got my food. I got some Chinese food. It's like the freaking best Chinese food in Arizona. It's called gosh, I don't like the words. I don't know what it's called, but if you really want to know, like ask me and I'll tell you. But it's like the best Chinese food. This is where I always get my garlic wings and small chicken fried rice. That's what I get all the time. Then I got my little crushed strawberry. But yeah, so that was a good little, well, pretty much after I got out of the painting place, they did tell me that it takes 2 days. Oh my god, it's the corn man. But I just got Chinese. Anyways, but I pretty much got out of when I left the pottery place, they told me that it does take 2 days for it to, like, they do something with it and then you come pick it up. So I'm kind of excited to see what it looks like when I pick it up. You guys saw the end results, so I don't know, hopefully I pick it up and it looks cool, so you guys will see what it turns out. What it looks like. So I always split my like wraps in half because I don't know how to roll a full one. So I just like I used the wrap that I had because I need to go get wraps, but I'm too lazy to go right now because I just parked. So yeah, know what the fuck, but you know, I'm just not like those. I just don't really like. I need to go to the gym, honestly. I just hate going by myself. I'm gonna go tomorrow actually, but I just one time. Okay, the last time I decided, like, you know, I'm like, I'm gonna go by myself. I'm not always gonna have a gym buddy. So I need to be independent and just go by myself. So I go, and as I'm stretching, like there's this guy doing like he's stretching as well, but he's like opening his legs in the air and his head. He's like doing a handstand and his legs are opening in the air. And of course, I wasn't the only one who was like glanced. Like I saw other people glanced, but I was like, you know what? Like maybe that's just the way he stretches, whatever. So then I go and I start doing my squats. And then all of a sudden he pops up behind me and he's like, I noticed you were watching me. And I was like, oh my god, like this is why, like every time I'm by myself, like if I bring a friend, this weird shit doesn't happen. When I'm by myself, this is when the weird shit happens. So then he's like, I noticed you were watching me. And I was like, in my head, I was like thinking, I'm like, dude, everyone was fucking watching you. But I wanted to be polite and I was like, oh yeah, you know, I'm sorry, like, you know, like that's all I fucking said. And he was like, do you want to know what I was doing? Like, do you want to know what the name is? I didn't want to be rude and I'd be like, no. So I was like, sure, like, you know, what is it called? And he told me the name and honestly I forgot it. But he's like, yeah, that's the stretch I was doing. And I was like, oh, okay, you know, well, thanks. When I say thanks, like, it means like, you know, that shit can't, like, you know, I'm not interested. But he just kept going. And I told him again, like one more time, I was like, oh, all right, well, you know, thanks for letting me know. I'm just going to work out now. And he still kept talking. And I was like, by the third time, I was pretty firm. And I was like, you know what? Thank you. I appreciate it. You know, I'm just going to work out now. And he was just like, all right, bye. Like, he was mad. Like, and that's one thing that honestly scares, everything fucking scares me. Well, not really, but shit like that. Because, you know, I watched the Discovery ID or whatever. I watch that a lot. I always get scared that if you deny someone, like, they're gonna, what if one, like, they're, you know, there's some people out there that are crazy and would want to hurt you. And my biggest fear is, like, letting down someone. And I don't know, like, it's just scary. I'm not gonna do, I'm not gonna do a mukbang because I don't want to eat in the car. But I just want to show you. These are the wings I always get. They're like the garlic wings. They're so freaking good. Maybe I eat one. These are the wings I eat all the time.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I thought Joe was talking about a surgeon.
Wow. But anyways, guys. Oh my god, my smoke. It's going over my wings. I need to put it out. Anyways, so I thought it was the smoke coming out. I was gonna say, wow, this is like freshly hot. I think it kind of is a mixture. But got a beverage. I don't know if you guys have a Dutch Bros in California or like wherever you're watching, but this is one of, like, I'm in Phoenix, Arizona, so they have a Dutch Bros here and I freaking love it. I like it better than Starbucks Coffee Bean and just anywhere else. Like, it's like a chai chocolate drink, like iced with whipped cream. I freaking love it. I picked up my my Pottery little thing and it looks so freaking cute, guys. Like, I'm really happy with what I did. I'm gonna show you. So this is what it looks like. Like, this is all how it looks all around. And you know how I was like worried about, anyways, wait, I'm just gonna show you like a little bit more, but this is what it looks like. My thumbnail. Anyways, so yeah, so this is what it is. It's gonna be super cute when I put, like, I was thinking of putting like green like little flowers or probably red roses, like, I don't know, I'll figure it out. But I think it's so cute. I'm gonna go buy some flowers and put it in there. But I think I did a really good job. I was like, I'm gonna make more and freaking sell them when I become so good. But yeah, I love it. This is my first one. So I'm pretty proud, I'm pretty proud of myself. I was worried about the red not popping because when I was doing it, it looked kind of like pink, but I'm really happy with the color and how it looks more like, and I like the red that it looks like a almost like a maroon, but like orange rusty red in a way. Like, I don't know, I like it a lot. I'm so proud of myself, but it turned out a lot better than what I thought. But yeah, guys, that's my video. I mean, this has been a long freaking video. I actually have to go, but I hope you enjoyed it. I know it's very different. You know, I'm just very comfortable like opening up and talking about stuff that should be talked about. So let me know what you thought about the video. I love hearing feedback. I talk with my hands a lot. I know it's like weird, but yeah, just let me know what you thought. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and give this video a thumbs up. And yeah, bye.